Hello all and welcome. It's test and review day today for the Crosman Silverfox Nitro Piston. Take a look at it. It's an unusual looking gun with the chamber and the barrel in silver, whereas obviously the back end, the stock and the underneath is all made of polymer. It did come with a 4x32 centre point scope, which I've decided not to use. I've put on a 3x9x40 Gamma scope instead, mainly because I think they're a whole lot better as regards your vision. They're just a lot clearer scope, so I thought I'd go with that one. Other things I can tell you about the gun: it has a 2-stage trigger. Its length is 1105mm and its weight is 2.73 kilograms. Roughly works out in old money towards sort of £6 in weight. So it's not a really heavy gun. It's okay to use. Another thing before we get on with testing today. One problem I have had, my cleaning equipment for the barrel cleaning, which I usually do on the guns, you know, to aid with their accuracy from out the box. The rods broke yesterday on my cleaning kit and I've had to order a new one. Messing around with that Remington torrent that we had all the trouble with, ended up breaking all my cleaning equipment, and one of my targets, just trying to let it and just trying to get something right with it, that I couldn't get in the end, so I had to give up, and hence this gun has now come in as a replacement for the Remington Tyrant, who has gone back to where it should have gone in the first place really. But we are going to muddle along today. We are going to do a test and review on this gun, and we're going to start off first thing with the spinners. As I say, the gun isn't perfectly accurate at the moment. I've noticed it does have a little bit of a waver around, but I have a feeling that could mainly be due to the packing grease that's in the barrel still. But we're going to try and do our best anyway today with it. So I'll start us off with our first test, which is the spinners. Okay then, first go at the spinners. I'm using JSB, easy for me to say, pellets, the exact jumbos, which I think are 15.9 grain if my memory serves me well. Let's go for the large one at the top. That's a hit, so a good start there. Next one down on the left hand side. Yeah, gets that one too. Yeah, that's the third one now for the small one to complete the 4. Yeah, so test 1, the spinners, is a pass. Test 2 is one of our newer ones. It's the bottle tops. I'm going to try and take out the 3 on the left hand side of the board. Well, I didn't shoot out, but it did definitely go in. I can see the hole in it. I'll now be shooting at the orange cap, next one down. But it's a red one actually. Yeah, that's no problem. And now to complete the third bottle cap one, the clear one just underneath the one that's shot out. Yeah, I think that one went in as well. I'm going to take another shot at it, but I'm sure that's definitely hit. Just to make sure. So, test 2, again, pass. Oh. Test 3 is the good old gallery. Let's see how we go. Oh, not a great start with the gallery. First one's a miss. I'm going to restart that again. I'm really struggling to get where I need to be. I seem to be shooting way too high, and the scope's not really in my peripheral vision, so I'm going to start that again. Try that there, so that's better. So I'm not so high. No, still a miss, so not a great start. Miss again on number 2. Number 3 is good. Number 4 is good. I think it was how I was resting the gun. It doesn't like to be rested on the polymer. If you rest it on the barrel, it works a lot better, I've found. Yeah, and it's hit that one to take it down, so half and half, a bit of a mixed bag with that one, I think, but it's done well so far, saying it's not being cleaned and nothing's being done to it. It's done really well. We'll move on to our next one. 5 into centre target. Right, it's 5 shots at centre target. Now, I did say to you that this doesn't seem to be performing very well at the moment. You'll get a good idea of these 5 shots now. Notice how quiet and smooth the gun is. It's nice to shoot, to be honest, really nice. The trigger's really nice as well, very smooth. This is, I've shot it very little. I've probably put about 20 shots through it since I've had the gun, but this is the best it's shot so far, so we can get another one inside the blue. That's usually the benchmark that it's okay, so hopefully this one now stays with the rest. And it does, yeah, so yeah, it did okay. 5 inside the blue is countable, we do that, so that's not bad at all. Next test is the duck hunt. Let's have a see how he gets on with this one. Yeah, as I've explained to you in videos before, you will see that the centre reset one moved. I know it's hit the back, so that would count. Just watch that centre one. If it moves, you know it's hit the back bar. Yeah, again, centre one moved, so you know it's hit the back, even though it didn't stick. And again, centre move, so that one counts. None of them have stuck down, but all of them have been a hit. Hey, at last we get one to stick. And now the harder one of the bunch. Can it hit centre target? Can indeed. So yeah, it passed again on the duck hunt for accuracy, no problem at all. Our next test, I think we all want to know, is what kind of power does this push out. So I'm just going to step away for a while. It takes me a little bit of a time to set it up. I'm going to set the chronograph up and see what we can find out about its speed and power. Okay, it's chrono time. We'll do as we normally do. We'll put 5 through it, then I'll get the laptop and I'll work out what the scores are. Right, first shot through. 175.1, that's quite a good score to be fair. 175.9. They seem pretty consistent. .175.9 still the best. So far 2 more to go. So 175.9 was our best one out of the 5, and we'll use that one to calculate what the score is. Okay, a quick calculation on the computer to work out the reading that we took from our chronograph. It was doing 179.9 meters per second, which breaks down to 590.2 feet per second. Then I put it into our calculator for velocity and the weight of the pellet, so we can get the energy in foot-pounds out of that. Well, the pellets we're using are 15 grain, so I've put the 15 grain in. The velocity I had to do in feet per second, which was 590.2 as I said. That leaves us with 11.61 foot-pounds of energy coming out, and that's 15.73 joules. So I think we'll agree it's no slouch. It has got a bit of a bang there. And earlier on, about a week ago now, when I put all the guns through the chronograph, I think this could be the most powerful gun we have now on the channel. I think that beats the BSA. I can't remember exactly what the BSA scored. I think it was 11.4 foot-pounds. This is 11.61, so this would slightly be that touch more powerful. So yeah, it's quite a shocking result really. I mean, there's been nothing while I've been firing it that says like it's a very powerful gun, but it obviously is. I think it may be due to how quiet it is. When you shoot it, it doesn't feel like a Springer, and there isn't the kickback. That's due to the gas, you know, the RAM technology in it, the Nitro Piston in it. Nitro Piston, of course, it's pneumatic, it's using gas instead of a spring. Apparently, so I've been reading, makes it more reliable and longer lasting than a spring. They reckon the average spring will shoot around 5,000 to 10,000 shots when the spring starts to weaken up, whereas this will probably do double that before it sort of gives way. So that's something I'll have to find out and see for sure. I don't know if that's true, but it'll obviously be put through its paces and we'll find out. What do I think of the gun now I've done all the shooting and reviews? I'd love to see what it can do with a clean barrel, to be honest with you. And my own fault, yes, there was a slight bend in the cleaning rod and I tried to correct it and snapped it off. Goes to with another load of clumsiness I've done lately, as I say, my health not being the best. I did the other day, as I said, I had a fall in the garden, and this is the results of that. I don't know if you can see the bruises here and here. I'm just not very good on my feet, and I do occasionally have falls, which is what worries obviously my family about doing this, is whether I do have any falls or knocks. It's the first one I've had since I've been doing it. I am going to try and take a little bit more care and be a bit more slower, but you know, things happen with that trap nerve. Sometimes one of my legs can give out, and you know, I can have a sudden shock down my back and it just takes me balance and I'm gone. Not nice to live with. I've noticed a few people have commented that you know, I'm a bit shaky using the guns sometimes, and I'm a bit unfair to certain guns. That's not me being unfair at all. I'm afraid it's just my disabilities, and I'm afraid it's something that we all have to put up with. And all I can say is I'm sorry if you feel I'm not being quite fair to some of the guns, but I'm just doing my best. What do I think of the Silverfox anyway? Well, I like the way it's presented. I mean, it does look a bit different, doesn't it, with that silver barrel and piston chamber like. And it shoots lovely. I do like the way it shoots. I mean, there's not so much kickback at all, and it's very quiet to shoot, which means my neighbours well gets upset with me, I suppose, especially in the summer months. As I say, I would just like to see a little bit more of it once that barrel is cleaned. I have ordered a new barrel cleaning kit to come in, and now as soon as it comes I will get on and clean it and reset it up again. But out the box it's doing those kind of figures. Can you imagine the figures it will give us when I clean the barrel? Because by all accounts, once you've done a barrel clean, it does give you a little bit more velocity. So I may chronograph it again as a side video to this later on in a few days, when obviously the cleaning kit comes, to see whether there is any change and see whether it does lift up any more. I'm quite happy with those figures. I really don't want to push it any further than that, just in case it is close to the legal limit. I mean, 11.61, you're not far away at that. If I clean it, is it going to take it over? I don't know. I would hope not. I mean, it's, you know, it's not being touched anyway. It's straight from out the box straight to us, so it's not going to have bought for anything like that. I've just bought it straight out of the shop, and this is how it's come. But it is surprisingly powerful, surprisingly nice to use. I suppose the last question is, would I recommend one? Yeah, I would recommend one, on the proviso that I'm not 100% yet on its accuracy. I would like to see it bunching pellet next to pellet, not so much on top of each other, but a lot closer than what it does fire at the minute. And I think that could happen with a barrel clean, so I'm hoping that's what happens. Will it cause any problems in our battle league? It's capable of winning a few, I think. I mean, there's guns there that are still leading in, same as this, and they're not particularly great at the moment. I think SMK has been one of them, but it seems to be, especially in the last few games I shot before we were going to start the new league now, it was getting slightly better. So yeah, I'm going to take a guess, and I've been known to be wrong, so I'll take no notice of this. I'm taking a guess around middle table it's going to be, but I think it could get better than that once it's leaded in, and you know, I can actually tune the scope into how it's going to be more consistent with. At the moment I've put it in the middle of where it usually goes. It goes one up, one down sometimes, so I've just put it in the middle of that and just let it go really. It doesn't give a constant accurate shot, it does move around, so I've just tried to set it in the middle to give it its best chance. Cleaning, however, and as I say, leading in over time could correct that. It's definitely not as bad, anywhere near as the Tyrant. I mean, if you watch the video, which will be when this one comes out, probably about a fortnight, 3 weeks before this, you see this. If you had a look at that video of how the Tyrant performed, it is so poor, it is untrue. Obviously something wrong, either it's a manufacturing fault in the barrel, or, as I said after I cleaned that, there seemed to be rust in the barrel to me. I think they were stored in a damp place somewhere. You can't get two straight out the box perform the same if there's not a fault somewhere. Bit of a shame really, because TFM been really good to me. They give us a tin of pellets every now and again to review, and for all the messing about I've had over like this last few days with the Remington Tyrant, they give me a tin of JSB exacts, which is what I put with this gun. I thought, well, you know, they've been donated to us by TFM to use, we've already reviewed the pellet, I'll use them with the gun, and they seem to be performing fine. The gun itself, day of purchase, it was 16999 from TFM farm stores. Again, if you're looking for anything for your farming needs or, you know, general countryside living, they're a great place to go to. Please take no notice of what's happened with those Remington Tyrants. That's not TFM's fault. I just think they've been given a bad batch by the manufacturer, and I'm sure it's something they will sort out in time. So yeah, I'm going to end the review there, but I think we've got a gun here that's certainly middle of the road, middle of the league kind of thing, I would say. And yeah, I would recommend it. I mean, it's done really well at all the tests today. The only one that it missed out on was 2 shots on the gallery, and I have a feeling that was myself because I wasn't levelled up right with the rest, so counting those as my fault. It done really well. Don't forget on the chrono as well, so yeah, we'll see how it goes, but it looks like it's going to be a really good gun, and very interesting to shoot. If you get a chance to shoot one, I would. Thanks for watching. Ta-ra now.